Guys, I have found a way to make money with meme coins that really works, and the proof is in the Phantom wallet. Check it out, over 600 G's in my Phantom wallet, and I've done it all by using one simple method that you have got the privilege of learning about now. I will show you the step-by-steps of how I stacked this cash. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay guys, we're nearly at the best part of the video, but before we go into that, I always like to take a look at a different coin and just see how it's performing. And let's take another look here. This one is a pretty interesting coin because there's this really long periods of time where there's just no momentum in this coin. It's just not really going anywhere until it kicks up right at the last minute. This is over a 2-hour, nearly 3-hour period. And now, that's not very long, but are you going to sit there and wait for a coin for 2 hours or 3 hours? And sure, we can set our notifications, but life sometimes just gets in the way from us making that big bank, right? And, when it's looking like this, when it's, petering along, not doing much for a long time, it's quite easy to lose faith in the coin. Now, what I've got is a method that will allow me to, instead of missing the big opportunities like these people do when they end up in the red, you can watch as your coin develops and you can choose exactly when you want to pull the amount of money out, and it will always near enough be a profit. So let's have a look at createcoin.fun, the platform that allows you to dev your own coins without knowing any coding language whatsoever. You do not need to know how to code. No coding is required. You just need a bit of Solana in the Phantom wallet and a bit of time and the ability, which I'm sure you have, to push some buttons. That's all you've got to do, guys. No coding, no clackety clacks, just a few clicks, and you will have your own coin on market making bank. So speaking of, let's take a look at some of these coin markets. Now, this is the pump market. One of the issues with the pump market is that it's popular, which sounds like a bit of an oxymoron, but it's really, when you are uploading your coin to pump, you can see by the market caps, they just don't get very far because there's so much noise and so many shit coins they have to fight through before they get anywhere. Let's switch over to the Metora market using dynamic on terminal, and you can see here that already more of the market caps are higher than, the initial few dollars that most of them get to, right? So, there are a lot of coins here that are allowed to grow organically, and that's what createcoin.fun uses when it launches your coin. It puts it onto the Metora market. I have got on here just over $100 of Solana in the wallet, okay? That's what we're going to use. We're going to hit connect and we're going to click Phantom, and then we have got our finances ready to go. So now when you make your own, you can put your own name in and you can give it a symbol and you can link it up with an image, and that can be associated with a meme, an event, a celebrity, a tweet, whatever you want, right? But we're not actually going to do that because instead we're going to do something that takes advantage of work that other people have done. We are going to click copy trending. Now, this is a fantastic feature that createcoin.fun has where it finds coins that are already doing well on the pump market, which we said is slightly more hostile to new coins, and then we are going to migrate them over to Metora. So these are coins that already have a load of hype around them, and then we just simply put them into a new market that is much more hospitable. All right, so these are concepts that already work. Yeah, you can see here you got names, market caps, and when they were last paired. If you're not happy with the selection, you can always just refresh. Okay, so we've got a few here that have gone up into the millions, hundreds of Ks. These are all fantastic choices. Today, I think I'm just going to pick Cantina's Talking Pigeon because I have no reason really. The amount of time I run these coins, I don't run them for very long. The amount of time I run them, it doesn't really matter. So you get this request blocked initially. You need to click proceed, confirm, tick a box and click confirm. This is just you saying that you are aware that your capital is at risk, as it always is in the meme coin games. This is nothing new. This is just a standard part of this process. Hooray! We have now made our token. So our token is made, but it's currently not worth anything because we need to add some liquidity to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some of that Solana that we have got in our Phantom wallet and we're going to put it into our coin to create a liquidity pool. So you can see here there's a bunch of information. There's the name and the amount of tokens that you're going to use, and we don't need to change any of that. What we need to do is simply adjust the amount of Solana. So typically what I would put in is 0.2. That's how much Solana I use to get consistent results. I'm frequently doing really well with 0.2 Solana. You can go a bit higher, a bit lower. I would say don't go any higher than one whole coin just for your overhead's sake, but but 0.2 seems to be what works for me. So I've confirmed that transaction and created the pool, and now we are ready to go. So we've got 0.2 Sol in there, estimated value at $15. Before we head into Deck Screener, there's just one more thing we need to look at, and that is this lightning button here. The lightning bolt is in fact a booster. Okay, so what this booster does is it puts you on top of Deck Screener's trending list for 1 hour. Costs us 0.25 Sol, but this is the secret ingredient that gets the market buzzing for our coin right off the bat. It puts us in front of bots, and it puts us in front of people who don't think very much before they click because they just look at the trending list. This is where we need to put our coin to get that initial stir of hype and then pull the liquidity and then get out. All right, that's how I like to do this method. So we are going to hit the boost there. So far we've paid just over 0.55 Solana, and we will see later on how much money I make back, how many Sol coins I get back. Let's have a look. So now that we've done that, we are now boosted. We are going to take a look on Deck Screener and see how our coin is running. So after our first update, once it comes through, we have 30 traders immediately off the bat and a market cap that nearly hits 2 grand. So you can see, guys, immediately our coin is hot and lots of transactions are happening. Even if we get sells, that's fine. It's just more motion. All right, so sells, you know, lead to buys, and buys lead to sells, and you know, we know how this game goes all the time. It goes in waves. But as you can see, we have got way more coin inside our token than what we put in already. So that is fantastic. Now, when I make money off this coin, I'm offering up half as a prize for those who like, subscribe, and comment. So make sure you do that and you'll be put into a prize draw. So we're back on createcoin.fun. All right, I've hit the refresh. We're going to see how much our coin is now worth before we extract all of the liquidity and put it all in our pocket. So let's see. We're at $15 in terms of our value, and that will soon change to a much higher number, one hopes. So let's see what that becomes. Okay, so there you go, 1.22k, guys. That is incredible. We've got 16 whole Sol coins available to us now. So what we're going to do, the final step, is to extract that wealth. We are going to hit the minus button. We are going to hit 100%, and then we're going to remove it all and put it in our pocket. And it's as easy as that, guys. So you'll see now in my Phantom wallet, remember I started at just over 100? I now have 1,200. You've got to get on this method, guys, because soon enough, everybody's going to be doing it.